yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. Prescott to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk.
Thicker the pie, thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin. Out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lay ass for a burger, watch in the front seat, they're the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, Flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On third down, Rivers drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out left to Shaheen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Adam Shaheen, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now here's Ross. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown. Corner was there on the coverage. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Rivers now. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Rivers. Able to find Shaheen here. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Rivers on first down. He sets to fire deep. This is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And he showed off yet again those elite cover skills that make him one of the greatest to ever play the cornerback position. If you're going to throw it anywhere in his vicinity, you obviously have to be on the high alert because he's a tremendous athlete.
Boy, a great athlete indeed. He can pretty much do anything. In fact, he's the only person to have both a reception and an interception in Super Bowl history. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Now Wilson on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dayon Buchanan. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Rivers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Rivers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Let's go. White. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Final play of the half, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Javon Hargrave getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Third and long, it's Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Diggs has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Wilson will throw again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll make it third down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. He's got the first down inside the 10. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Ross to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play, right?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 32 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I get the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
And we'll see what his offense can do. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Rivers to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It fights him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They go read option with Wilson. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. He'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jimmy Graham, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and
he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. On did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
From midfield now, here's Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Spread left, spread left.
Wilson wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Tempo, tempo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that, Webb.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
1st down, Rivers. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Play action now. Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Now Rivers. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Come on. Here we go. Check it, boss. Check the call. Keep it skinny.
One last shot now for Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Zach Brown in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
19. Got it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about it.
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Sturgis for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.